Good morning, hockey fans from Cockburn Ice Arena. This is Chris Langell bringing you the play-by-play. Shortly to be joined by Evan Locke doing color analysis. Welcome to this first game for the DEFRIS tournament of this fourth day of the National Under-15 Ice Hockey Championships. Looking for an exciting contest. These two teams have an old rivalry and always a great contest between the two of them. In action yesterday, Western Australia beat Queensland 7-5, and New South Wales beat South Australia 6-4. In the standings, as an update, Victoria leads the standings with 2 wins from 2 games for 6 points, followed by Western Australia, 3 games, 2 wins and a loss. New South Wales third with 3 games. They've got a win, a loss, and an overtime win with 5 points. South Australia follows up 1-2, and Queensland 0-2 and 1 overtime loss. So this game obviously has implications for seedings in the standings, and it'll be a key contest in deciding the placings for the semifinals. Scoring leaders, Joe Benetti from WA leads with 12 points. Blake Dowie, Hudson Ells, Colby Salmon, and Ryan Sucher are next on that list. And in goal, Lachlan Scott with a .909 save percentage leads the statistics in that category. The lineups for today's game, New South on the camera. We'll start with the Victorian team. The visitors for today's game, number 2, Tom Fialka. Number 3, William Preston. Number 10, Declan Adams. Number 11, Ethan Chin. Number 13, Zahan Hu. Number 15, Kaizhang Chen. Number 16, Avery Willert. Number 19, Seth Wijewardine. Number 20, Ryan Wang. Number 21, Angus Hunter. Number 23, Taylor Nelson. Number 24, Yuz Zhu. Number 43, Max Simmons. Number 55, Mikhail Abdulin. Number 61, Eason Liu. Number 63, Lucas Chambers. Number 77, Blake Dowie. Number 29, Alston McMillan, the goaltender. And head coach Darcy Willert. Assistant coach Caleb Est. Team managers Kate Hunter and Sarah Simmons. That's the Victoria side for today's game. And on the New South Wales side, the home team officially for today's game with the last change. Number 4, Alistair Booth. Number 8, Pawnwini Yimsari. Number 11, Cody Parrott. Number 13, Lenny Thurston. Number 13, Sasha Prugavecki. Number 16, Ashton Ing. Number 18, Ilan Hamilton. Number 22, Dieter Lau. Number 29, Hamish Calhoun. Number 32, Samuel Bryan. Number 34, Dmitry Slipkov. Number 37, Samuel Nalos. Number 79, Hayden Boyd. Number 81, Max McNamara. Number 88, Adam Milistenfer. Number 90, Quentin Ing. Number 97, Anakin Vanderstein. Number 41, Roman Andreevsky. And number 72, Candy Liu. Head coach, Austin Matthews. Assistant coach, Jaden Ryan. Team managers, Kylie Boyd and Sherry Perrow. And equipment manager, John Hamilton. The officials for today's game with the red armbands on. Owen Coral on the lines, Sean Evans, and Matt Gregory. So these two teams definitely match up. There's definitely a history, and they generally have a very high tempo, very emotional game between them. Defending champions, New South Wales, from last year's DEFRIS, I believe. I didn't write that down. I'm going on memory here, and I probably shouldn't do that. And as per previous encounters and games, any pronunciations I shall not be held legally responsible for feel free to correct me with anything that you see. Send a message to the Western Australian Facebook, Ice Hockey Western Australia Facebook page, linked under one of the tournament announcements, and it'll get to me eventually. Or I think comments even on the YouTube feed are allowed. So we'll take them on board and do the best we can to remember them. Been a very enjoyable experience bringing you the play-by-play the last few days, and as I say, really looking forward to a full day of hockey. And being a Canadian, I won't call it ice hockey, it'll just be hockey for all you folks at home. And wherever you're watching from, whether it's somewhere in the rest of Australia, around the Perth area, or somewhere in the world, if you've got a young relative playing in the tournament, best friend and family member, welcome to the broadcast. As we get set for the opening face-off, the assistant captain for New South Wales, Van der Steen, up against number 16, Avery Willard. And off the draw, it goes back into the Victoria zone. Fired down the ice. That's going to go for icing. And immediately a face-off will come back into the Victoria zone. And as on every icing, the attacking team gets the choice of which side of the ice the face-off occurs, and it'll come into the left of goaltender. That's number 29, Alston McMillan. Fired right into the breadbasket, off the draw. Face-off wins, so important to get that possession of the puck and get scoring opportunities. New South can get a change in. They change the D, back to the D. That's Dowie, just missed the connection. Out of his zone, that's number 2, Fialka. He goes over the blue line, winds up, takes the shot, and that'll go right into the chest protector of goaltender. Can't see the number there. I'll get that for you in a minute. I believe that might be Roman Andrievsky in goal. And I'll try my best to smother the cough. Off the face-off, a win by Victoria, and a quick shot on goal for the glove save. And again, off the draw, shot right towards the goal and cleared out of the zone by New South Wales. Back for it is number 15 for Victoria, Kai Sheng Chen. Behind the net it goes. Picked up, and out come Victoria. Breakout pass up through the middle. That's number 24. He makes a move, can't get it through. Into the corner. Picked up by New South Wales. They break out. That's number 81, McNamara. He takes a shot and deflected into the corner. Picked up again by number 15, Chen. New South Wales, they try to get it out. A little bit of a push in the back on number 24. He goes down. Back behind the goal. Battle between the New South Wales players and Victoria players. Picked up and rimmed around the side. That Abdullah, he picks it up. Can't get it, goes down. Goes for a change and back into the zone. That's number 21 for it. Back for it, Angus Hunter. And it looks like we got our first penalty call of the game. Now, referee Owen Coral was just putting his arm up to indicate no change. Welcome, Evan, to the broadcast. Just joining me, Evan Locke, on the broadcast. You just did the Boxall game. Tough one to call with the scoreline.
No, it was. But the Victoria team didn't give up at all in that Boxall game. It was great to see it. End-to-end action right to the end.
Back comes New South Wales, number 18 with it over the line. Hamilton picked up by Victoria. Back they come. That's Dowie. He crosses the line down the left side, takes the shot right into the glove of goaltender
Seems like Victoria's come out here to play. They've started off with 4 shots. New South Wales looking for their first.
Yeah, shots of the long variety, just from outside the dots and high slot, right on the goaltender with nobody in front. Just trying to get face-offs in the zone. Puck battle on the far side. Out it comes. Picked up back at the blue line. Fialka, he makes the stretch pass to the middle of the ice. Picked up by number 20 for Victoria, Wang. He takes it into the corner. Goes down, picks up the puck again behind the net. New South Wales, they get it out to the blue line. Kept in, making a break to the dots. Good stick by the New South Wales defender, and it's deflected over the glass into the netting.
Seems like this game is taking a minute to get started. So far we've seen a bit of hesitation and whatnot. I'm thinking the players will settle in here any moment and see a bit more energy involved.
Face-off win again by Victoria. Fanned on that shot, it just slides in, and number 13 picks it up for New South Wales. Up on the half boards. Victoria picks up the loose puck, shot. That goes off the mask of the goaltender. Into the slot, behind the goal. Protecting the puck, back to the blue line. Back in behind the goal as it's rimmed around. Chipped up along the board, picked off by number 55 for Victoria. That's Abdulin. Back into the zone, number 11. He takes a shot, blocked. Back into the far corner. New South Wales now putting on some pressure. Or Victoria now putting on some pressure. New South Wales just gets it out of the zone. Fired. Into the zone. Abdulin with the hit on number 88 for New South Wales. He gets taken down, and looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the game now on the cross check.
Some physical play starting now.
Owen Coral calls that.
Going to have some visitors here in our box.
Calls that a trip. And Victoria. That's number 10. Doesn't like the call. Declan Williams will go to the box for 2 or less.
I didn't see the call myself, Chris.
It's just a bit of a push with the stick here along the boards. Probably not a lot in it. Could have been called interference or a cross check. Victoria, they get it out to the blue line, just outside the zone. Back into the zone it comes. Number 32, Brian fires it around. Victoria, they pick it up, get it to the blue line, and just out as the defense wasn't tight on the blue line. Back comes number 87. He spins around back into the middle, looks for an option, fires it down the ice, deflected off a stick, fired off from his own side of the red line. Attempted hit there is Dowie. He brings it out down the line. Back into the zone it goes. Delayed offside as New South Wales having a hard time getting anything going on this power play. And Victoria fire it down the ice behind the goal. Back forward is 32, Brian, as he brings it out. Picks his way down through the middle of the ice. Fires it on net, off the glove of goaltender McMillan. Fired back out into the neutral zone, so New South Wales will have to reset. 37 in over the blue line. Loses the puck. Fired down the ice again by Victoria, doing a great job killing this penalty. 44 seconds to go. Back comes New South Wales. Looks for the stretch pass up to the blue line. Picked up by Vandersteen. He dumps it in. In behind the goal. Fired again back down the ice. So that'll kill off another 15 or 20 seconds of this power play. New South Wales looking for an answer, looking to get set up. Up onto the wing. Deflected. Good stick by Zhu. To the blue line and out. Chipped back into the zone. And out comes number 55, or 55, Abdulin. Penalty about to expire. 3 seconds to go. In behind the South Australian net. And out they come. Back onto the ice is Adams. Fired to the front of the net. Good rush by number 88 for New South Wales, Mulistenfer. Back comes Victoria. Chipped into the zone. Fired back into the zone. A little collision down in the corner as both teams starting to get into this game. Hit along the boards, number 11 for Victoria. Back comes Abdullan. He crosses the blue line, makes the move towards the middle of the ice, takes a hit. He can't get the puck to go up against 3 New South Wales defenders. And they set up in the zone. Out comes number 34, excuse me. Big hit on the play as Wang takes the hit. Puck goes through the legs, and back comes number 88, picked off by Victoria. Back into their zone, chipped out into the neutral zone. Me and my colleague here getting a bit tangled up in the wires.
It's a tight box here, our home here.
Yeah, it is close to the action and a bit congested, but the sight lines are definitely better than what we see in the for the Thunder games up in the corner. Fialka, he goes to the box. 2 for tripping, I believe that was.
I think you're right, yeah. And we have more visitors here in our box with us.
Yeah, to make it even more congested. So face off to the left of McMillan. Scramble draw, Victoria win it and get it down the ice. They've been doing a good job so far on this penalty kill. 2 penalties to them so far in the game.
Not sure how obvious it is to the folks at home, but this game is getting quite a bit more physical now. Things are lifting up. Seen some big hits. One big hit right in front of us here a few minutes ago.
Back goes McNamara into his zone. He's setting up, comes behind the goal, getting up speed. He breaks up through the middle of the ice. Over the blue line, down the right side, deep into the corner. Gets it to the front of the net. Good stick in front by the Victoria defender. I believe that was number 43. And he fires it down the ice. Back comes New South Wales. Again on the attack. Over the blue line, hard shot. That goes high and wide. And because New South Wales can't get up to the blue line to keep that puck in, they just fire it back. Number 29 after it, Calhoun. And Victoria fire it down the ice. 49 seconds to go in this power play. Behind the net, number 32, he sets up, long stretch pass up onto the boards just outside the blue line, gets deflected. Victoria, they rip it around. That's Dowie, and it goes off the boards and into the netting. 32 seconds to go in this power play. Face off to the right of McMillan. Win by New South Wales. Shot. Scores!
Oh, sneaky.
That was a sneaky play just under the arm of McMillan on the shot. And again, just shows the importance of winning that draw.
Indeed. I don't think the Victoria goalie was expecting it at all and snuck it by him.
So we'll see on the replay. Face-off win, fired. Just a weak shot. And partially screened probably by the Victoria penalty killer, forcing the play, and it just sneaks under the arm at McMillan. Unfortunate for the young goaltender, but he's fired up.
I'd score by 79, assisted 88.
So that goal, number 79, Hayden Boyd, assisted by Adam Listenfer. And I really wish that when they submitted team lists, they'd submitted phonetic pronunciations of the names as well.
Listenfer was what I struggled with as well yesterday.
I apologize for that, folks, and I will continue to apologize for all the misspelling and mispronunciations that I do make. Face-off outside the Victoria zone. 1-0 the score for New South Wales against the run of play. 2 power plays. Fired on net by number 32. He battles for it. Brian into the corner, takes it to the front of the net. Good stick by the Victoria defense as they clear it out. And out comes number 24 with it. He fires it off the back of number 21. That's Angus Hunter. Back to the neutral zone. New South Wales, number 22. It just goes off his stick. That was Lau. He chases back after it in the corner. Fired over the boards, deflected into the netting for a stoppage.
6-2 are the shots, 1-0 the other way here for the home squad. Lots of pressure being put on by the New South Wales side. Nothing showing yet, but we'll see how that goes going forward.
Yeah, those two power plays, even though they didn't muster a lot of pressure, it certainly changed the tenor of the game a bit. Face-off win by Victoria. They rim it around on a set play out to the blue line. That's the captain. He fires it down the ice. Wow, and that'll go for icing. It'll come right back.
First few minutes of this game had quite the flow. There wasn't a lot of stoppages, and now it seems like we're getting into that stoppage territory now.
Yeah, and Lowe just tried to play that bounce off the boards, hoping it slowed the puck enough that it wouldn't go for icing. Face-off back to the left of McMillan. Won by New South Wales. Dumped back in behind the net. After it, here's the Victoria player number 3. He chips it up the board. Here comes Dowie. Smooth skating forward for Victoria. He goes down, loses an edge. Back comes New South Wales. Into the zone, chipped in. That's number 17 picks it up, I believe. Number 11, excuse me. Chipped out into the neutral zone, down the left-hand side. 2-on-3, fired to the net. That goes off the chest protector. Rebound there for a brief moment as goaltender number 41 for New South Wales. That's Roman Andrievsky in the pipes. Smothers it for a stoppage.
And great recovery by the goaltender there. That was a bit of a surprisingly fast-rising shot. Was able to put the chest protector on it and then corral it after.
Yeah, normally you try and avoid taking those shots from outside the dots, but sometimes they will surprise the goaltender. New South Wales tap back up onto the boards. Deflected, picked off. Number 37, Nelos. Back into the zone it goes. Back comes Victoria. That's number 13 for Victoria over the blue line. He dumps it in deep. Picked up by New South Wales, trying to get out. Good forechecking pressure as the Victoria squad seems to be using a very high-pressure two-man forecheck. Over the blue line, chipped into the zone. Back to the blue line, not out. And that does get out, and it goes off the skate of Nalos as he's exiting the zone, called for offside.
Bit of back and forth play here in the neutral zone. I'm seeing, as we mentioned, some stoppages. I think for the New South Wales side here, they're going to continue to want some of that pressure and the shots on net. As I say that, so a weak one, but another shot on goal for them. On Victoria's side, I've seen some really strong defensive play there. There seems to be some speed and some great puck control and hockey sense on their end.
So that goal, number 79, Boyd from Listofer for power play goal, 6:50 to go in the period. 1-0 for New South Wales. 4:45 to go, and it's fired down the ice. That's going to go for icing. And it does. As number 61 for Victoria, Easton Liu, tried to beat out that icing call.
Blowing the whistle on those icings a bit early these days, and I think it's the best thing that ever happened in hockey. I feel like that's that was the one that injured so many players, in my younger days. So I'm always happy to see it when they're blowing the whistle early on. Yeah,
gruesome injuries occurring, chasing for that puck. Now they basically blow the whistle as soon as the players cross the hash marks. In the zone, Victoria, they rim it around, bounces out onto the left wing. The alternate captain, he dumps it out to the blue line. That's Dowie. He picks it up, takes the trip, and Victoria will go to the power play as Dowie, he brings in, makes a move, tries to get the shot to the net. Into the corner it goes. That's number 16 for Victoria, Willard. He's after it, and New South Wales touches the puck, and that'll bring a stoppage as the Victoria squad will go to the power play trying to equalize this game.
Fantastic effort there by Dowie coming in. And it drew the penalty on the way in.
97, Anakin Vanderstein, face off to the right of the goaltender. Won by Victoria. They take it to the front of the net. Shot again off the face mask of the goaltender. The rebound fired down the ice. Victoria just trying to get set up as the puck goes behind the goal. Out they come slowly, looking for the tap back to Dowie. Forward, gets to the red line, fired into the zone, no icing, and then ripped around the boards to the blue line and out.
All the way out.
As Fialka couldn't catch up to it. He goes D to D to Dowie. He swings behind the net. Closely watched by number 81 for New South Wales. Good stick by McNamara. He deflects it off the stick of Dowie. It's into the zone, to the blue line, not in. Out of the zone it comes. And Fialka has to take it back for his teammates to get on side. Over to Dowie. He gets it up to the middle. Chipped into the zone. Picked up now by number 61. He fires it again, taking a lot of those shots from outside the dots. Trying to look for a rebound. Fired just wide. Picked up by Victoria. Now New South Wales gets control of it. Down the ice it goes. 36 seconds to go in this power play for Victoria. They've been a little bit more successful at getting pressure on than New South Wales was, but still not able to penetrate the front of the net. Picked off, fired back towards the goal, and McMillan freezes it as number 22 for New South Wales, Dieter Lau, stole that puck and then just fired it on net for a face-off, and that'll kill off more time on this power play.
Positional discipline on New South Wales has been excellent. They had them struggling to gain the zone at first. Once Victoria did gain the zone, though, they were able to create some plays.
23 seconds to go in this power play. Face-off deep in the Victoria zone. Won by Victoria, and they start out looking for one more opportunity on this power play. Deflection on the stick up to Zoo. He goes in, headmans it up to his wingman, takes a backhand, and that's right into the chest of the goaltender for a stoppage. Anakin Vanderstein for New South Wales.
Excellent chance by Victoria and great play. Nice little backhand. Goaltender was in perfect position, though, to stop.
He did have a teammate breaking to the back door, but that was a smart little backhand. Face-off win by Victoria to the blue line. Spin around shot, looking for a deflection. Picked up by Victoria, number 12. Fired around the boards to the blue line, but not out. Victoria, penalty's over. Gets it to the front of the net. Just misses his teammate with the pass to the front of the net. Victoria putting pressure on now after this penalty has expired. Probably some tired New South Wales bodies on the ice. Out they come. They fire off the referee out into the neutral zone. Victoria dumps it back in. Offside on the delay as Victoria will have to change or get out of the zone. Fire down the ice on McMillan. To the blue line. Not out. Or out it comes. Number 24. One with it. He fires it in. Picked off by the New South Wales defense. They get it to the half boards, but not out. And that's 43 with it for Victoria. Tries to slip it between the legs. Bounces high out in front of the net, and New South Wales clears it into the neutral zone. Victoria clears it right back.
Nifty little try behind the net there with a flip out in front over top of the net. Nothing going, but...
back comes number 12 with it. He gets his puck knocked off his stick. Big hit by Milistafin on Dowie. To the blue line it goes. Hits the linesman on the clearing attempt into the zone. Back into the Victoria zone. Chipped up the boards. Off the New South Wales player. Doesn't go for icing. Back behind the goal. Out comes number 81 for Victoria. Big hit on Lou as he's looking for a call. Good little delay play by the defense as he fires it out off the boards, looking for number 81 to skate onto it, and he does. Takes a hook to the blue line, fired towards the net. Number 89 again, McNamara. He's after it, up against number 15, Chen. Fired around the boards. Just misplayed And out comes Victoria, and that'll do it for the period. There's a good close chance on the attack by New South Wales. Just couldn't connect.
High energy period here in the first. The away team Victoria has 10 shots, nothing to show for it thus far. For the New South Wales team, 5 shots with 1 goal.
Yeah, a lot of the shots, again, from outside the dots and high. They look like they're trying to beat the goaltender, Andrievsky, high, and he's a pretty big guy. I would have thought that they might have more success with that low shot just over the pads. And in fact, the stats prove that out. NHL stats show that 57 to 60% of all goals are scored low, just above the pads or along the ice. And very few actually make it into the top shelf, even though those ones are the ones that make the highlight reels.
No, absolutely.
So it's hard to get young players to try and think that when they're trying to make their shot selection to try to bury the biscuit, as they say.
That's it. You know, I mean, maybe they've seen something, you know, or heard something on this goaltender with struggling with high shots. But yes, you're right. I mean, this is a big goaltender, and typically the shots low are the ones that score. So I wonder if it's a strategy or if it's just the the appeal of the high shot for younger players.
I suspect it's more the latter than the former.
Yeah, very possibly.
So that goal in the first period. As Victoria is all ready to go, there's still 45 seconds left to go in this brief intermission. Goal by Boyd from Liston for power play goal, 6:50 to go in the period. Against the run of play, as Victoria is out shooting New South Wales so far 10-2, and New South Wales 1 for 2 on the power play. Two penalties, one to Adams for Victoria for tripping, Fialka to Victoria for tripping, and Vandersteen to New South Wales for kneeing. That one successfully killed off. So as we get set for the start of the second period, New South Wales now defending the goal to the left of the camera, Victoria to the right of the camera. Won by Victoria. Number 77, Dowie. He brings it over the blue line, cuts back towards the middle. Nice little toe drag move. Just can't get it to go as he beat his man with that toe drag and got the shot towards the net. Good save off the pad by the goaltender, and he loses his goal stick and makes the stop from the half-board shot.
New South Wales goaltender looks very solid so far.
Even when he goes down in the butterfly, he's tall.
He is, yeah.
Covers a lot of net. Face off to his right. Battle behind the net. Gets to the front of the net. Oh, and looking for the one-timer. The Victoria player had his play dropped, and it looks like we're going to have another penalty on the play. New South Wales interference. It's an interesting one. I thought he had the puck on his stick, but
that's a ticky-tack for sure. The puck was going between the two of them. They ran into each other, and there was a penalty call.
I think the rule is if they don't actually have possession, despite the puck being there, it's still a call. So
that's it. Well, the referee certainly thought so.
Yep, and he's the only one that counts.
That's right.
As I'm very fond of saying, it's a lot easier to call the game outside the glass than it is inside the glass.
So true.
Face off to the right. Won by Victoria. Back to the blue line. Dowie just snaps a shot on goal, partially deflected. Fired in behind the net. Abdulin hands it off to number 91. Back to Abdulin, number 51. Looking for the give and go. They can't get it to connect. And down the ice, it's fired. New South Wales. A minute 30 to go in this power play. Back for number 77, Dowie. He gets it stolen out to the front of the net. And the New South Wales player is taken down on a very similar play. The penalty was called on. Dowie behind the net scores.
What a wraparound.
And he slid that one in. And this kid's had several of those highlight reel goal variety goals this tournament so far. Definitely a force to be reckoned with as Dowie ties the game.
Showed off some speed. And some great stick handling there.
Scored by 77, assisted 16.
So that goal, number 77 for Victoria, Blake Dowie, assisted by number 16, Avery Willert. Another offensive threat on the Victoria side as they tie it up, and off the draw, in goes Abdulin. Another offensive threat, and I believe it was Abdulin that scored a Michigan goal earlier in the tournament. Back to the blue line, takes the shot high and wide, going for that top shelf again. New South Wales picks it up behind the net to 97. He gets it to his D partner who rims it around the board, looking for the breakout. Out they come, off the skate, 97. Milstein, he takes it, tries that toe drag move, gets it, gets hooked. And the puck comes back to the front of the net, and Victoria will go to the box. 2 for hooking on that play. Great play and great move by the New South Wales attack forward, and Victoria forced to take that penalty, basically to prevent a golden scoring opportunity.
Absolutely. There is such a thing as a good penalty, and that might have been one of them.
So number 63, Lucas Chambers, comes to the box, joins us in our congested little cage here. 2 minutes or less, 13:07 to go in the period. Won by New South Wales, back to the blue line, to the front of the net, fired to the net. Cleared, the puck cleared by Dowie. Back to the blue line. New South Wales can't keep it in at the blue line. Siplikov. Back goes number 79 for New South Wales. That's Hayden Boyd behind the net. He sets up, tries to make the long pass, fans on it. Chipped up to the neutral zone. Vandersteen, he fans on it and picked up by number 16 for Victoria, and then fired back down the ice. There's the puck just sticking a little bit on this snowy ice as we get into the second period. We will have an ice cut after the second period between the second and third. Fired back down the ice again by Victoria. 1:06 to go on the power play. Behind the goal, New South Wales sets it up. Note they come with speed over the red line, takes a move through the middle, goes down, chips it in behind the net, ripped around the boards, and that'll come out into the neutral zone, and back for it is Boyd. He picks it up, going down the left side, fires it to on goal, and bounces down. McMillan didn't know where it was, and his defensive partner had to clear it. And the puck gets cleared up along the boards and deflects off of the New South Wales player, just bouncing off, coming off the bench. And it'll go for a stoppage of play in the zone. 32 seconds to go in this power play.
Penalty kills look very strong here for Victoria in this occasion.
Yeah, all 3 penalty kills have been very good for Victoria. Face-off win back to McNamara. He kind of fans on that shot. Behind the goal, New South Wales, they bring it out onto the half-board, stops up, fires it into the slot off the skate. And Victoria, they pick it up again, and they fire it down the ice. Hits a breaking Abdulin. He comes over the blue line, slips between the legs, makes a move, fires it, scores! For the shorthanded goal, a brilliant individual effort by number 55 for Victoria, Mikhail Abdulin. And definitely a high skill move.
That's scored by 55, assisted by 43.
So that goal, number 55, Mikhail Abdulin, assisted by number 43, Max Simmons, a short-handed marker. 8 seconds to go in the power play for New South Wales. 15-7, the shots on goal.
Great awareness by the player coming in there. Got the goaltender moving to the right. Looked up, waited for it, and then popped it in the left side.
New South Wales on the attack. This penalty just about over. And back they come. Number 24, Hunter, backhands it into to 24 to the front of the net. Picked up behind by New South Wales. Up onto the half boards on the breakout. Kept in at the blue line. Good play by the Victoria defense. That bounces off the stick of number 11 down the ice. Long stretch pass. Intercepted by number 18 for New South Wales, Hamilton. And out come New South Wales over the blue line, down the left-hand side. And that was offside at the blue line.
I think middle of a change there might have got them a little bit turned around.
Yeah, this both benches are deep in the offensive zone on this second period long change. And players just have to be very aware and careful coming onto the ice because they're immediately in the offside position. Although the gates are in the neutral zone. Face-off won by New South Wales. Back into the zone. Number 15, he fires it around the boards. Back to the front of the net. Backhand just misses the top shelf as McMillan was down. Again, Victoria trying to clear it to the blue line. Up to number 17. He can't catch up to it. And back for it is 81 for New South Wales. McNamara. He swings out, loses control of it. Number 13, Hugh can't get his stick on it. Out to the blue line. Back in. New South Wales trying to get this breakout play working. And Victoria just keeping the pressure on in the zone. With a high pressure two-man forecheck. Back comes number 81 for New South Wales. In and goal, makes the move to the front of the net. Score! Oh no, that was a fantastic save. As McMillan got the pad on that. Out of the zone comes Victoria. They're back on the attack as Dowie, he picks it up at the blue line. Another toe drag move, takes the shot right into the glove of Andrzejewski. And a great individual effort, chances at both ends as action picks up.
Unbelievable how that goal didn't go in, or that, I guess, non-goal didn't go in for the New South Wales side. And then right back to the other end with a beautiful shot and a beautiful save. End-to-end action here.
McMillan got the pad out on that one. Fantastic save. And right back comes New South Wales. Face off to the right of Andrzejewski. Won by Victoria. Back to Dowie. He delays, takes the shot, but that gets deflected. Number 12 for New South Wales, he has the puck stolen off him. Backhand into the face-off dot, brought out by New South Wales. McNamara, I think that is. Number 13, New South Wales. That's Prugavecki. Fired into the Victoria zone, and out they come as it goes off a Victoria defender. Lou, he takes it in. Good stick by number 12 for New South Wales, Thurston. And back it comes into the Victoria zone. Off the boards. Picked up by 16, Willert. He goes in over the blue line, down the left-hand side. Reverses. Good stick by the New South Wales defender, Thurston. Bounces, kept in at the zone. Fired back into the zone on the short delay offside, and back comes New South Wales. 8:20 to go in the period. There's a long stretch pass up to the blue line. That's offside. And on the play, delayed penalty. It wasn't offside, delayed offside, and then the New South Wales player came in and threw the shoulder into the Victoria defenseman going back for the puck, and he'll take an interference call.
We talked about smart penalties earlier. That might not have been one of those. It was a little late there. Play was pretty much going to be whistled down any second, and then come in for a hit out of nowhere. Unfortunately, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, that awareness of that delayed call, the linesmen were definitely yelling quite loud.
Yep.
The players have to be aware of that situation. Back comes Victoria, breaking out. That's down the right-hand side, picked off by New South Wales. The defense just chips it out off the glass as New South Wales is trying to get set up on this power play. Into the zone, hard shot, good stick by the penalty killer. Fired on net, almost deflected towards the goal, but Dowie, he picks it up. He swings back. In pursuit is number 81, McNamara. Fired back down the ice. Back for it is number 79, I believe that is, for New South Wales, Hayden Boyd.
Great job by Dowie there, making some moves and then dumping the puck, killing a lot of this penalty.
So making that turn just to create some space and give them a chance to get it down the ice. And then New South Wales, on the ensuing play, fires it down the ice, and that'll go for icing. 1:07 to go in the power play for New South Wales. They haven't been able to get set up yet.
He dropped his shoulder and then I just stood there and he fell.
Face-off win by New South Wales as they set up again. Trying to get that wheel pass up to the blue line. Intercepted and knocked back into the zone. Just didn't quite get it high enough as he had a player breaking. Back behind the goal, picked up with some speed, fires it up to the far blue line, kicked in and back down the zone it goes. Delayed offside. And number 37, as he was coming out of the zone, had to clear the zone with his skates before touching that puck. Offside called.
Just 39 seconds left in the power play. Victoria has done a great job of keeping it out of their zone thus far.
Face-off won briefly by New South Wales and dumped in, but fired right back out. Leo, he's going down. He gets taken down. Back comes New South Wales. Calhoun, he crosses the blue line down the right side, tries a toe drag move. Good stick by the Victoria defense. Fired wide of the net. Back for it is number 22. And Victoria, they come out up to the blue line. Abdullah, and he takes it. Makes another move, gets to the front of the net, fans on the shot initially, hits the post. Nope, got to go through the gate. Sorry, double duty today again as the penalty box attendant and commentator. Back into the Victoria zone. They try and break out. Off the stick of the New South Wales forechecker. Back behind the goal. Looking for that breakout pass up onto the half boards. Intercepted again by New South Wales. Intercepted again by New South Wales. Onto the... Oh, that just went through the top of the pad of McMillan. As the goaltender had to be very careful on that play.
It's a sneaky shot. Yeah, absolutely.
He squeezed it between his glove and the pad.
Quick release shown there. As you mentioned, he had to squeeze it quickly.
Bit of back and forth action. New South Wales just can't generate any attack or any offense penetration into the zone. Victoria doing a really good job with sticks in the lane and intercepting passes.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say their positional discipline, as mentioned earlier, has been excellent. They've been in the places they should be at all times or most times.
5:20 to go in the period. Battle behind the goal as the Victoria player. A bit of a reverse hit. Wins the puck, gets it deep. Nice play by Victoria that's Liu with the shot over the net. Victoria gets control of it, back to the blue line, fires it towards the goal, looking for the deflection. Good low shot. Liu, he fires it behind the goal, takes a hit to make the play. Reverse for Victoria. Good play by Dowie. He gets it back to the blue line. But Chen was off the line, off the boards. And goes down the ice for a reset. Chen, he gets the long pass up onto the right wing. Fired into the zone by number 61 for Victoria. Liu. Battling for it. That's Chen. Or Liu, I should say. He can't get it. Good keep-in by number 23, Nelson, as he sacrifices his body to make the play. Dowie, back to the blue line, off the skate. D to D to Fialka. He fires a weak one-timer towards the net, looking for a deflection. Checking his stick to make sure it's not broken. Dowie back to the center of the slot. Back to the blue line. Fialka, he takes it in deep. Stops on the half boards, reverses, tries to create some space for himself, gets it back behind the goal. Who comes on the ice for Dowie? Victoria now putting some pressure on. As New South Wales Breakout stretch pass, a beautiful pass up to number 81. He fires it high and wide. Has a great pass by the New South Wales defense on the breakout. Hits the New South Wales player. They're coming up again. Backhand pass. Offside is called.
Hesitation on the pass and then went to the backhand. I think they were just a little overexcited there.
That's right. That's a difficult pass to receive on the backhand, bouncing like that. And maybe just a bit of panic by the New South Wales defense as he was getting control of that puck and really wanted to get it forward to the breaking New South Wales player. They were basically 3-0 at that stage. Back comes number 81 for New South Wales. McNamara cuts to the net, gets it to the front of the net. Gets it again. Again trying to get it to the front of the net. Back to the blue line. Number 4 over to his D partner. With number 79. He fires a weak shot. Victoria, they intercept it. Back to McNamara. He tries to get it back to the D, to Booth. And it goes all the way down the ice. 2:41 to go in this second period. Booth, he chips it up on the boards. Up onto the wing. Back comes New South Wales. That's number 80. He can't penetrate the 3 Victoria defenders standing up in the high slot. That's number 81. McNamara again with it. Battling along the boards. Victoria fire it behind the net. And again, a good pressure forecheck. Back to the blue line. Fired high. Oh, and McNamara stumbled. He loses his glove. And looking for a stoppage. He scores. And McMillan lost his catching mitt. And I know in the NHL, if you lose a glove, the play doesn't stop. But I don't know what the rules are here for the double IHF. As number 89, he buried that shot, or 88, I should say.
McMillan had the hand out the entire time in front of the referee. I was wondering why there wasn't a whistle blown, and then of course the shot came. She's got to protect that hand at that time, so you can't blame the goaltender for not making that save.
It is a goal. It is a goal. And I think that is the rule. Gloves, if they come off, there is no stoppage. If the mask obviously comes off, head
that's a different story. Yeah,
it's a totally different story. But again, that could be different for double IHF versus NHL rules. So goal by number 88, Adam Listenfer, assisted by number 79, Hayden Boyd.
I'm so caught up in these NHL rules all the time, Chris, just like yourself, right? I know, I grew up with them, so it's strange to me, but absolutely each league has different rules. So here we are.
And they are moving towards consolidation of the international rules and the NHL rules, but they haven't fully gotten there yet. So I learned that from a couple rulings recently here in WA. So off the draw, New South Wales, they've tied the score, 1:48 to go in this period. Not sure Victoria likes the call, but I believe that was the right call. I stand to be corrected by anyone that wants to make this. Oh, that bounces off the post.
Sneaky.
And high. And slides by the post. I didn't actually see it go in, and the officials are conferring on it right now.
They are. We're going to check out the replay here. That does not look like it went in, actually, folks, in the replay. We have the
advantage of the replay. Unfortunately, the officials don't.
That's right. And there's only one official, one referee, a head referee on the ice.
There's no video review. So Victoria bounces right back, makes the score 3-2. So that goal, I believe, scored by number 61 for Victoria, Easton Liu. And we'll have to get the assists for you in a minute. Off the draw, New South Wales. They fired in on goal. Oh, that just goes wide as McMillan lets it go. Back to the blue line, out into the neutral zone. New South Wales tries to go D to D. Number 79 will have to come back for it. Hayden Boyd, the captain, behind the goal. He brings it out slowly, tries a backhand shot, can't get it to Lau. Up onto the boards, back into the Victoria zone it goes. Hits the linesman. Dumped into the corner after his number 22, Lau. Victoria bring it out. That's Dowie looking for the outlet. Fires it into the high slot. Intercepted briefly. But Victoria get it out of the zone into the neutral zone. 49 seconds to go as New South Wales looks for an answer to that Victoria goal. Back into the zone. New South Wales resets. Breakout pass up onto the wing to Hamilton. He fans on the shot. Back comes Lau, number 61. Takes the shot, scores!
That one I can say definitely went in.
That one was definitely in. And so 4-2 the score with 21 seconds to go.
Scored by 61, no assist.
Unassisted, number 61 for Victoria, Eason Liu, makes the score 4-2. That one was definitely in.
What a fantastic response after that. After they were questioning the goal with their goaltender losing his trapper, coming down now and putting 2 in. Fantastic response by Victoria.
That's right. Lost off the draw. Back comes New South Wales over the blue line. The puck sits there for a second. Chipped up by Victoria, up onto the wing. 6 seconds to go. He can't get it through the pads of Booth, and he fires it around to the blue line. That's Saunders. They just miss a hit. An attempted hit. He just missed them. But if he had connected, that might have gone for charging. That was he came from the face-off dot outside the blue line, more than 5 steps in that play. And that'll do it for this second period. That was a bit more exciting and action-packed than the first period, a bit more end-to-end, and lots of action.
Indeed, the first period started to ramp. I mentioned it early in the first period that things seemed a little bit slow going, and it started to ramp up. End of the first period, it was full on. Second period, start to finish, absolute action. Great to see it. So
we'll come back at the start of the third with a second period summary and kick off the third period. There should be some exciting action. 4-2 the score. 3 late goals, 1 by New South Wales and 2 by Victoria to make the score 4-2. For Evan Locke, this is Chris Langell. We'll see you then. Welcome back, hockey fans, to Cockburn Ice Arena. Chris Langell, Evan Locke bringing you the play-by-play. That last period, very exciting, Evan. Statistically, what was the final results in that second period?
Yeah, I'll get you the goals here. We have Dowdy first for Victoria, scoring from Willard. Then Abdullah scoring for them again, and Simmons on the assist. Meliston for, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, scored for New South Wales to tie it up. And then 2 goals back-to-back by Lou. First one assisted by Falca and Willard, and the second one unassisted.
That's right. Off the face-off, initially into the Victoria zone, back into the New South Wales zone as they try and set it up and get it out of the zone. Breakout off the skates of the center to the blue line. Back comes Victoria over the blue line, down the right side. That's Dowie. Makes another nice move. Fires it wide and low. Must have been listening to me during the intermission about low shots. Back to the blue line. D to D. Tips it up onto the wing. Willard, he gets it deep. And Victoria, forwards, will go for a change. Abdullah, he's in on the forecheck. New South Wales, they chip it out of the zone. Takes a hit. Brian can't get it to go. Back comes number 43. But he takes a hit just inside the blue line. Deflected off the skate. Victoria back to the front of the net. Oh! And goaltender and Andrievsky had to be very careful of that as the puck just dropped onto his arm and he had to squeeze the arm to the chest.
Another sneaky one. He had to be sharp, and he was.
Face off to his left. Win by Victoria to the front of the net. A weak shot. Bounces to the far boards in behind the goal. Back for it. Victoria, they ringing around the boards in New South Wales. That's number 12. He gets control. Thurston takes it behind the goal. 21 for Victoria in pursuit. Hunter. Won by Victoria. That's number 24. He chips it up in front of the net. Thurston, he rims it around the boards to the blue line. Up to number 13, and he chips it off the stick of the Victoria player, and that goes into the New South Wales bench. Just a note on that goal in the second period by New South Wales when the goaltender lost his glove. WIHF rules state that it's the referee's decision to stop the play if he deems that the goalie is in a vulnerable position and there is not a scoring chance. So because there was a scoring chance, that play was legitimate. And that's what basically the IHF rule book says. So legitimate goal, and of course Victoria came right back and scored those 2. The first one a bit controversial, but the second one definitely not controversial. New South Wales struggling to get the puck out of their zone. They do. Down the left side is number 13. He loses it and picked up by Dowie. He swings behind the net. Breakout pass to the blue line to number 16 for Victoria, Willard, and it goes deep. Picked up behind the goal by Booth. Dowie puts pressure on and intercepted at the blue line clearance. Victoria trying to get the shot, and that's 61 Lou looking for his hat trick as he just fires it right into the chest of Andrievsky.
Andrievsky out there looking a little bit like Mike Liut. There's a throwback for you. Mike Liut, a longtime Hartford Whaler, and an odd duck I am who followed some very strange teams back in North America, and I was a big Hartford Whalers fan as a kid. So
Gordie Howe.
Yes, true.
Gordie Howe hat trick.
I have a Gordie Howe t-shirt with the Whaler in the front.
Face-off won by New South Wales, but they can't get out of the zone. Back into the zone, number 20. He chips it. Back out comes New South Wales. Play a bit scrambly as New South Wales struggles to get it out of the zone. And number 81, McNamara, is offside as he was over the line before the puck. And then touched it as it was outside the blue line. Back to Victoria's zone. Fialka, he goes back for it, rims it off the boards. Back to the blue line. Number 34 intercepts it, fires a high shot through a screen just over the net, or that had a chance. To the front of the net, Andrievsky puts the glove on that for the stoppage on the weak shot by number 13 for Victoria, Zahan Liu.
Just one note, going back to the official's call there earlier, and you were explaining on the glove being left off. The official was beating himself up between the breaks there about not seeing that second to last goal by Victoria. Obviously, these folks did not have the advantage of replay, and these folks are also just here as non-professional referees and whatnot, doing the best they can. With a single referee on the ice is not always an easy job.
That's right. Usually the four official system is probably warranted. Off the face-off in the zone. Back comes New South Wales. Over the line, 3-on-3. Fired high and wide. Comes all the way back to the blue line. Down goes McMillan. I didn't see what happened there as the puck gets deflected high and hits somebody on the Victoria bench for a stoppage deep in their zone. Didn't see why McMillan went down there. Did you see what happened?
Just like she was moving over and maybe just lost an edge or something, but out she goes. Luckily enough, the puck was finding its way up the side of the boards and didn't get back for harm.
4-2 the score, 11:13 to go. Tried the D. Good anticipation by number 24. He comes down on goal, takes the shot off the post, and that goes behind the net. Andrzejewski's lost his stick, and New South Wales fires it out of the zone, back into the zone, hits the linesman at the blue line. New South Wales back for it. Tries the D pass behind the net, gets past him up onto the half boards. Abdullan putting pressure on, kept in at the line. Good skate by Preston. Victoria, they steal it behind the net, fire it towards the front. High, off the skate, back into the zone. As 24 for Victoria. Ozu, he makes the move. Good possession of the puck. Can't get it back to the D, and it does come back to Preston. He fires it low and wide to the far side. Back to the front of the net, picked off by New South Wales. They come back down the ice 2-on-2. Fire to the net, into the pads of McMillan, who fumbles it a bit, and it sits there for a brief moment, loose, but the referee had already blown the whistle.
Good, hard, low shot there. I think it surprised the goaltender a little bit how fast that came.
Face-off win by Victoria. They bring it out. Willard, he comes down the right side. His teammate's offside, goes in deep and gets trapped. Dowie just can't get out of the zone. I think he was going in intending to circle back high, and Willard just didn't wait long enough for him to get out. Face-off outside. Dowie with possession. He swings back, looking for an outlet. Making time and space for himself, goes down the right-hand side, gets it in off his skate, into the corner. Number 16 for New South Wales, Ing, he makes the contact, but Dowie or Willard just bounces off the check. Back behind the goal. That's the captain, Liu. Kept in at the blue line by number 15 for Victoria, Chen. Pinned on the boards in behind the goal. That's Booth and number 6 for Victoria, or 16 for Victoria. To the front of the net. Oh, and Liu with the backhand just missed. Wide of the short side low. New South Wales picks out of the zone as Victoria goes for the change. Picked up by off by Nielsen. He comes back in over the line. 1-on-4, waiting for his teammates to catch up. He just tries to get it back onto the boards. Out comes New South Wales. Down the right-hand side. Mustafin, he takes it. Oh, and he takes out 3 Victoria players like a bowling alley here. And back comes Victoria. Liu, 2-on-2. He's got number 13 with him. Fired to the net. Oh, and the goaltender, Andrzejewski, had to be sharp on that as he stumbled. Fired back on from the half boards outside the dots by Victoria. Goes wide all the way back down the ice. Fialka, he comes back forward. Pressured by number 32 for New South Wales, Samuel Bryant. Hit on the boards. Bryant, he picks it up. Circles out, takes the shot low and wide to the far side. And back to the blue line. Another shot, low, deflected. And number 12 for New South Wales, Lenny Thurston, just can't keep it into the zone. He has to swing all the way back into his own zone. Out past, misses his man. And back comes Victoria on the interception. Makes the move. That's number 13 with it. High backhand shot. That goes off the glass into the far corner. Number 32 again with the poke check. He gets it to the blue line and out. And they have to touch up again. Puck gets deep. Again, Thurston, he takes the shot right on goal and goes after it. Sorry, that was Brian. Back comes Victoria, 2-on-3. Fires it wide, and again, that comes around the boards. Number 10 picks it up, takes it into the corner, to the front of the net. Victoria, shot low. Goes back into the far corner. Victoria adding to their shot total as the Victoria player was taken down.
No penalty call, though.
No, I believe the referee was spinning around trying to avoid the bodies. Which again, another reason to have a fourth official. Back to the blue line. Adams, he gets a weak shot. Intercepted, and back comes Victoria. That's number 13. Hard shot. High and into the netting behind the goal. 6:17 to go. 4-2 the score in favor of Victoria, and they're out shooting New South Wales 26-12. Most of the shots on goal by New South Wales of the long variety.
Save percentages are very equal there, though. It is what it is. We've got to double the shots, double the goals.
Face off to the right of Andrievsky. Won by Victoria. Chipped off the glass. That's number 21 with it. He takes it to the corner. Can't get it to the front of the net. Up onto the half boards and then just fired down the ice. And that'll go for icing. A bit of an early whistle.
Chris, you mentioned earlier the two officials. It's been brought up now a couple of times. Yesterday it came up with 3 or 4 times. I will, between games here, take a look and see what the plan is for the semifinals and the finals. So I'm wondering if they would have the 2 referees or the 4 official system for those. I think it's necessary. I hope that's the case. I hope that's the plan.
Yeah, I think resources with the Super Tournament are somewhat limited. But I think it's important that we get the officials out there to make those extra calls away from the play. Dowie goes in on goal, takes the shot, scores! Again, a beautiful individual effort by number 77 for Victoria as he goes in hard, stops up quick with the punch stop, and fires the puck low to the short side on Andrievsky, who didn't have a chance.
Let's go by 77, assisted 16 and 61. Thank you.
So that goal, number 77 for Victoria. Blake Dowie, assisted by number 16, Avery Willert, and number 61, Easton Liu. Make it 5-1, or 5-2. Back comes Dowie looking for more. He gets taken down. Chipped out to the blue line, slap shot right into the chest pads. As Dowie comes off hunched over. I think maybe just tired from the effort more than anything else.
Back to the goal there. Dowie came in with an awful lot of speed, and the goaltender had to appreciate and make adjustments for that speed. As he was pushing back to the left, Dowie just moved it back to the right really quick and potted that goal. Great play and great awareness by Dowie.
Face-off won by New South Wales. They're trying to get it out of the zone. They bring it back into their own zone. No offside. Victoria, number 24, he swings back. Back to Fialka. Over to his D partner. That's number 63 for Victoria. Chambers back into the zone. Good forecheck by New South Wales, but they can't get it under control, and it goes back into their zone. Booth with it now. Fires it across the middle of the ice. Good move to avoid the hit by number 81 McNamara, but he loses control of the puck as Abdulin was looking to make contact. Back into the neutral zone, New South Wales, back into their own zone. Victoria on the forecheck, very, very intense forecheck. And New South Wales just can't seem to get anything going. Chipped into the slot by number 79. And back comes Victoria down the left side. Good back check by the New South Wales defense. And up they come. That's the captain. He chips it out into the neutral zone. Fialka, he avoids the check. And New South Wales, number 29, that is, he will go to the box for tripping Hamish Calhoun.
Official call on that goal, sorry, Chris. Official call on that goal was Dowdy from Willard and Lou at 5:47 in the third.
5-2 the score, 4:14 to go.
That was Dowdy's eighth, by the way. I think that may be leading or tied for the lead in the tournament scoring. We'll double check that.
Face-off win goes behind the goal. Victoria player Abdulin, he gets it. Swings it back to the blue line. Fialka, he goes down, crosses his skates, and back comes Dowie for it with Liu in pursuit. He comes in over the line to the left-hand side. Another little toe drag move, fires it in one smooth motion to the front of the net. Rebound, that's picked up. That's Willard. He fires it behind the net to Liu. Their number one line out there. Back to the blue line. Fialka, he gets control of it, spins around at the blue line. Back into Liu. Pinned to the boards by number 12, Lenny Thurston. But Victoria come out with it. Willard. He spins at the blue line, makes the move, tries to get into Dowie. Dowie does pick it up, makes another nice move, and scores! Nice play by Willard to dish the backhand pass into Dowie. A high-risk move, but it worked. And Dowie goes in, makes the move again, and buries it just over the pads, over the glove of the goaltender.
Goal by 77, assisted by 55 and 16.
So number 77 with his, I believe that's his third of the game?
That is his third. That's a hat trick.
That's a hat trick. No hats on the ice, though.
No. It's too cold.
Assisted by number 16, Willard, and number 55, Abdulin.
That is Dowie's ninth of the tournament. That actually ties him now for the tournament lead with Joey Benetti of Western Australia.
Face off, one back into the Victoria zone. 2:49 to go in this period. Kept in by Booth, and then chopped out into the neutral zone. Back into the New South Wales zone it goes. Back behind the goal. Number 79 for New South, pursued by number 13 for Victoria. Hugh to the blue line. Gets the blue line shot. And McMillan had to be very careful on that one as it went off her glove. Back to the front of the net comes number 88, I believe that is. Tries to get to the front of that. Oh, just eludes the stick of number 32. That's Brian. Back to the front of the net. Comes loose. Brian, he fires it, and that goes over the goal. New South Wales are putting some pressure on right now. Booth, he keeps it in at the blue line. Works on it with his stick. Gets it in to the half boards, and that's number 16, Willard, back for it. Back onto the ice comes Dowie. And down the wing, number 23, or number 13, he loses it. Back up to New South Wales, that's number 32, Brian. He fires it, gets deflected high over the glass into the netting. And that'll be a stoppage in play for a face-off. I believe it should be outside the blue line, because that's where the shot originated. But for they're actually taking it inside the blue line.
Official call on that goal was indeed Dowie. Ninth goal of the tournament, third goal of the game. Power play goal, 3:09 left, assisted by Abdulin and Willard.
Face-off win by New South Wales. high off the shoulder of McMillan. Back into the zone, Liu. He avoids a check. Picked off by number 81. He's after the puck. After number 77, Dowie, he takes it behind the goal. Nice little back move off the back of the net to avoid the forecheck. Back comes Victoria. Willert hits the blue line, takes a hit. Good hit at the blue line by number 3. Willert, he gets possession of it again, takes his man down. That was number 20. Goes to one knee and back up again. Back into the zone, 50 seconds to go. We're into the last minute of play in this game. 6-2 for Victoria. Up to the blue line, over. That's Liu. Picked off by New South Wales, up to the blue line. Down it goes as number 81, he tries to get control of it. Dowie, he intercepts and back he comes down the left side. He goes wide with speed, tries that short angle, high angle shot, goes high over the goal, back out into the neutral zone. Dowie back for it. He spins around on the half boards, just waiting it out now. Spins around again, out of the zone, gets his pocket picked by number 37. 1-on-3 he goes, and that gets fired down the ice for icing.
Just 1 second left. Nope.
1 second to go in the game. Has a good chance initially created by New South Wales, but outmanned 1-on-3, and Dowie comes back to take the puck away. 6-2 the shot the score for Victoria. 30-13 shots on goal advantage. Face-off win. Swung around to the front of the net, and that'll do it as the final horn goes.
Third period kind of got settled in. Second period was a much more exciting period, but I'm sure Victoria wanted it that way. Sailed to the 6-2 victory in the end.
Good crowd here for the second game of the day. First of the DEFRIS tournament for the day. And up next, WA and South Australia, I believe it is. Or is it Queensland?
South Australia it is, yeah. I think we see the WA fans already coming in. I suspect there's going to be a decent crowd here on a Sunday late morning for that one.
Yeah, so we'll definitely see a packed house. So as the players shake hands, we'll do a final summary of the period. You've got your phone.
I do, yes sir. Ready to go here. We'll just do a refresh and double check. Okay, as we mentioned, final score 6-2. 2 goals in the third period, both by Dowie. The first was at 5:47, assisted by Willard and Liu. And the second was on the power play at 3:09, assisted by Abdullan and Willard again. Dowie had a big game, but also Willard, 3 assists there as well. It's a nice game for him as well.
Yep. So that'll do it. Missed the high five. Yeah.
We'll get in there
Left
now.
him hanging. Good job, boys.
Good job.
The players go by and giving us the fist bumps. Good work out there, guys. Congratulations.
Some definite benefits to being a commentator in the penalty box.
Right
there,
in the
right?
penalty box. We get the advantage of the congratulations after the game. So that game, 6-2 the final. We'll take a bit of a break and we'll come back for the WA versus South Australia game for Evan Locke. This is Chris Langell. We'll see you then.